Joe Speakeasy. Cheers. Last episode, we added to the roster. We grabbed this 150 Rex, now tamed down to 224. We have our Argy, and we also last episode grabbed this giant turtle, the Archelon. As you can see here, I named them. A couple of these guys here. So we have Sexy Rexy, kind of lazy, but I like it. We'll keep track of her. And we have Agatha, the Argy. And since this guy makes algae, we'll just call him Al-Chi. Anyway, today what we're going to do is go up here and scout around, maybe find a better base area. Somewhere off the beach, get out of this little poor Bob shack, and just find a better location. We're going to leave Rexy here to protect everybody. Currently on attacking our target. We're just going to throw her on neutral. And you, let's set you to passive. We don't need you getting into anything. Alright, you guys can kind of hold down the fort. Me and Agatha are gonna go check out the area up here. This might be a long flight. So tell me, what are you guys drinking? When you drink, maybe water. If that's okay. My wife and girls, or Stanley girls, they walk around with their cups, drink plenty of water every day. I like water too, but I'm more of an unsweetened iced tea guy. Except for when I sit down to relax, I like a nice bourbon. Got the Bullet 10-year aged, 10 years in the barrel. It's nice and smooth. Bourbon's my drink of choice, so that's what I usually go for. Getting foggy. Gonna have trouble seeing where we're going here. We could deal with that, but I think it'll be alright. Let's go check out the mountain. See how foggy it is up there. Goodness, it's getting foggier and foggier. But anyway, we want to move up here, get closer to the obelisk, and just find a more permanent spot than being a beach bob. Hopefully we find a nice flat spot so we can build a decent sized base and get started. Maybe breeding some things up and get to advancing. Right now I kind of need to get some pearls, electronics, and some poly. Level 60. We'll get you eventually. If I'd have brought the Rex, maybe. Well, lots of good metal up here. That's a good sign. Ah, there goes the fog. We left it behind. Nice little pool here. Keep climbing. Maybe take a break up here and see if we can get our stand back. Don't want to crash and burn in some unfamiliar territory. Is this a good spot? This is a good spot to take a look around. Plenty of good drops. Might have to go check them out. Is that another obelisk way over there? Definitely another floating statue. Alright, let's continue on our journey. More metal. Plenty of metal. Goodness. Might have to move to a metal base if we can get some cementing paste. Probably have to get either a megatherium or a frog. We'll see. We definitely need to get some cementing paste if we're gonna build metal and move on to the next tiers. Let's see what's around. Let's take a look in here. Some ghillie leggings and some antidote. We'll take it. Alright. Anyway, as we were. Gee whiz, that's massive. Looks closer than it actually is. It's so large. Some nice ruins up here, but I don't really want to build in the ruins. I want to be more down here. See, that's a nice open spot over here. We have beavers. Are there any dams? Maybe that's what that is in the water. It's hard to tell. Alright, got plenty of areas over here too, but they don't look very flat. A lot of open green though, that's for sure. What about this little spot right here? I got water and everything. I think that's the key. That's the spot. I think we could fit a nice base in here, especially if this rock is removable. It is not. Well, that kind of stinks. It is pretty big though, so let's see. I think we can still make it work. Can fit a decent sized base in here. Please tell me this one is removable. It's big, but yes, okay. So definitely need to get a Doedic and an Inky and get all that metal. So we'll have to track one of those guys down. One of each of those. Bro, you're doing a lot of stomping. Scared me for a second. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that giant one is removable, but not this little one. That's crazy. Or is it? It looks like it's cracking. Okay. Yeah, okay. And surely all those little ones are removable, so yeah, this is a really nice spot. I think we'll move here. No capros or anything, right? I think we would have seen it by now if there was. Might be piranhas, but no capros. Let's take a look down here. Yeah, I think we're good. That's cool. All right. Yeah, it's a decent little spot. Let's see if we can narrow down where we can teleport. We are in Corinthos. We're in the east. And we'll say east. Let's see where that puts us. Might just said south. It might put us just further east. But we'll see if that's better than the 3,000 meters we are, so that's kind of far. We'll see if we can get closer. Sure, 800. That's better. So what we'll do is we'll pack up everything and go over there and get a nice flat deck area going. Probably won't use like foundations. I'll probably make it stand up just so that we can make sure it's good and flat. Don't have to worry about different elevations and things like that. And get a nice, I don't know what size we'll do. We'll see how big we can make it, but we'll fill the whole area. It's a nice little area right by the water. We'll have plenty of water to drink and cook with. Alright. So I'll pack up everything, get moved over there. I'll save you the trouble of watching all that, and then we will get started. So I'll see you then. So we got up here to the lake. We started building here. We got a beginning of our, what's going to be our future house, which will go all the way back to there, all the way over there. And we'll just do a setup, simple setup with no frills. So we'll just have all of our stations over here. We'll do some rearranging in the future as we get more stations. For right now, we have some metal, so we need more wood and stone. But like I said, do want to get a Dodic and an Inky. That'll help get a lot more of these resources to finish this build, especially getting a Dodic. That'll help. And one of the drops we did get this water tank, so I just crafted up an intake. Just throw that down in here. And I also crafted up just a little water spout, water tap. And this will allow, there we go, this will allow me to get a drink without actually having to go out there. And I think I like to have it on the wall, but I didn't think I had a space, so here we go. Awesome. We'll just quiet that down a little bit. So now we don't have to go outside. We can just grab a drink in here. And that'll do us. So for now, we're just gonna maybe go look for one of those Dodics or Inky, see what we can find. We do have already some trinks and some traps. I'm not sure which is better for them. Let me just deposit all of these guys. I think that I want to take the Rex with me. Well, I don't have a saddle for him. We'll take the cargo. Just in case it starts to get hairy. Run into some trouble. So, alright, let's go take a look around. Usually they like the high mountains, so we'll go up here and take a look. There is everything that we could need. We'd craft all that stuff up ourselves, but harvesting all that trees and stone to make that take forever. So let's see if we can find somebody to add to the workforce. Well, let's keep climbing. Keep looking. And we are using a super spyglass. One of the cool things you can do with it is turn on the outlines. Helps spot them, especially when it starts getting dark. See here, we can see that all those copies. What do we got over here? Is that a little monkey? Or a dino? More RGs. Scorpion. Packy. Raptor. What do we got up here? Stegos. Gotta be one around here somewhere. It's so huge. Oh my goodness, look how far you can see. And we also should check out a few of these drops while we're wandering around, searching. Nice wide open area. Maybe we'll be able to spot something worth grabbing. More theories. 100. Mega Raptor. We do not want to mess with him right now. Tech Parasaur. Mega Raptor. Tech Stegos. Oh, that must be the Mega Raptor's little stone pillar. We do not. Oh yeah, we are going to need a mailing. A Meguana. When we start breeding. What are these guys? 25 and 100. They're not worthy of our 225 Rex for breeding, so we're not gonna bother. We not spotted a single thing that we're looking for. What's this guy? 60. Alright, what's in here? Scuba, gas, terrorbird, and an ascended crossbow. Yes, we do need that. All this chitin, we could use that. Alright, what level is that? The 60? Yeah, alright. Let's take a look up here. I do not think we're going to be able to grab this other. Oh, let's see what level this is. 261. Nice. That will definitely come in handy. What level was this Meguana? 100. Yeah, that's not bad. It's the best way to travel, that's for sure. Is this even worth it? What's in there? Some arrows. And ascended flak boots? Yeah, we need those. Oh, wow. They dealt with this guy. Level 25. What are these? What's in here? Nice. We'll take these trinks and arrows. We don't need the rest of that, but it's a nice little pickup. Land. There we go. Alright. Let's grab this stuff. 1170. Well, we are putting those on right now. They look funny, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. The 120 text they go. We could use attack dinos and breed them up and get some plenty of electronics that way. By killing them and harvesting them. That could be a plan. Scorpion. We're getting kind of far from home, so we're gonna turn around, head back. Keep our eyes open. Sometimes that's how it is. You're out looking for something and you just never do spot one. Probably just not looking in the right places. But we will find some. What are those guys doing? Alright. Another nice little pool of water here. What's down here? Just a waterfall. Some more ruins. Okay. Interesting. You got there. Nope. Nope. Wow. There's so many dillos around here. And oh, what do we got there? Is that a Thyla? Yes, yes it is. 100. We'll hold off on a Thyla until we see a good one. This looks like it was somebody's house. Like a long, long time ago. Alright, keep heading this way. What do we got here? Lystro. You've got to find one of the two things we're looking for. Usually, I don't know why, usually I find them in the mountains, rocky areas. But I am not spotting any. Sabers. Yeah, we don't need a saber. I guess we should land and grab some stam. Take a look around. Do we keep going down there looking? Keep going to the water. Let's go down here and take a look. Okay. Cool dance moves, bro. Take all these. There's so many bugs. If we can get a frog, we'd be making a killing on the cementing paste. But we don't have one yet. I'm not sure even where to get one. Somewhere up above the sign up north is probably, that's probably the swampy area where we'd finally find a frog. That'd be nice. Well, I will bring you back when I ran into Inky over here. So, oh no, I lost him. Here we go. Level 100. With the mutable oxygen. Don't need that, but level 100 was better than none. We'll just get all that metal and hit those metal nodes. That'll give us plenty of stone. So we, knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. And I guess I should have got my stand before grabbing them. That would have been smart. Oh well. We'll take a short break down here somewhere. Goodness, can we land? There we go. Alright. We don't have far to fly though. The statue's up there, so. Oof. That was steep. Alright. Can I grab you again? Yeah. Alright. There we go. Let's see what's in this. Some stone building materials. Kind of use those. How dangerous is it going to be down here, though? Carno, raptors. It's only a couple of things. We're all right. What was this? 100. Oh no, getting the one stam again, but we're almost there. Oh, this base is gonna be so massive. But that's why we're getting the workforce, the workers. We're gonna need this guy. Maybe we'll get a beaver so we can get all that wood. There's some of those around too, so. I'm just gonna put my RG on passive. Guess I could have made that ascended crossbow that I got. That would have been helpful. Oh, wait a sec. Yep, I'm using trinks. Duh. He's running. She's running. Get a few headshots here. Nope. few more. Oh, where are you headed? Not in the water, not in the water. Anywhere but the water. One more. Give it a sec. Give it a sec. And she's out. Alright. Nope, no berries on me. Run down here and grab some. That should do. Alright. Here we go. Here you go. Let's just say it's gonna take 5 mojo berries. And nothing's around, so we can see if we'll grab the RG and come back over here. Would have only taken one archland algae. I might have put him out. Have him making up some algae. I don't know what you have to do to make algae. I've never had one. My first time taming one is in this series, so I was hoping maybe there'd be some pearls in here, but I don't see any. We can spot it. Something else, but that'll help. In our next base, we'll build out of metal. We should be far enough along with first base. Well, second base. First big base will just be stone. And while that's happening, we could farm up some more stone. There's plenty of good rocks around here, which is nice. Next couple things we need is a frog and a dodic, maybe a beaver. Those would be helpful to get our base going. And try and get that completed before we start venturing off, doing missions and things like that. We get a nice group of tames that are the utility tames, as I like to call them. Once we have those, we'll be in real good shape. We'll be able to build a nice big base and maybe get to breeding. Definitely would like to get some kind of tech dinos and That'll help with the electronics and oil, gasoline. For a while we might have to use a generator, so that'll help. And for right now, we don't have any of that, so alrighty, here we go. Let's go grab them. What does it take to make the solo farm? Oh, one thatch. Nice. So we'll throw one of these on. And let's just see how that works. Oh, gotta get the RG. Alright, first we want to find some metal. First, I guess we want to grab the inky. Alright. There's a few different areas, but which way do we want to go? Think back over here, the way that we came from our other base. There's quite a bit of metal nodes over here. Is that a beaver? Oh, yes. What? Okay. Alright. We will grab that on the way back. It's gonna make all the beavers angry, but 246 cementing paste, that's a nice haul. There's so many carnos wreaking havoc over here, so. Oh no, we do not want those guys either. They're the worst. They will knock you off your tame. Alright. Let's see. Oh, is that a metal? Alright, so let's stop and show here what this guy can do. Whenever you set this up, you just grab it. You push down on the L stick, maybe L2, then it'll say farm mode. So we're going to just give you, let's wait for now. You say start farm mode, and it'll just start swinging away. Then you gotta kind of put away the device, the trigger, and then when you grab them, they will tear through things. So if we can get to where he's one hitting most of them, that would be ideal. Let's just rock. With regular rock, the inky's only gonna give you mostly like flint, but that'll come in handy as well. Alright, so here we go. Nice. See, these were taking forever for me to use just regular tools. And the inky just tears right through them. This is only a level 100, so if we had a better one, they would get a whole lot more materials. More metal, more stone, and we get a dodig. It'll be no trouble building the rest of the base. It'll go pretty quick. I guess we could be looking for a dodig while we're out here. Yes, there's definitely a lot of nice metal down through here. Oop, dropped them. That's all you do, fly over them. I like to get over the top. When you're over them, it seems to do better than running through them. Through the rocks. Just hover right over the top of them. You know, grab it. And then you're not hitting it and stopping your momentum or glitching. Sometimes, though, you can't help it. Still, it's a snag. Alright. We'll just grab a couple more and then we'll head back. What I'll do is just carry him over here. Set him down. And then just pull out your solo farm device again, hit L2, and they'll stop. And as we can see, we've got 1,500 metal, so that's pretty good. Also, 8,000 stone, and a ton of levels, so because of weight reduction, we don't really need a lot of weight. So we'll go more with all in the melee. So now when he hits him, he's gonna get even more than before. And since he's already been set up, he should just be able to hit L2 and he starts up again. Lower your device and let's go again. This time though, I'm also gonna hit some trees because I need wood. Take out every tree you can. Didn't realize they were gathering so much wood, but it's helpful. Maybe slow down, it's a little hard to hit. Alright. Little cave there. Eventually we'll get to the caves. Check those out. Alright. What's in this? Just a bunch of meat. No. Cactus and soap. We're alright. We don't need that. Oh, here's some more. Oh no, I'm gonna put the device away. Again. We don't need to. We just want to grab them. Alright. Did we get them? Oh, yep. Yeah, we did. Alright. Here we go. What's happening? There we go. Alright, so yeah, let's shut them off again. Pull out the device, hit L2, no. There, now I pull out the device, hit L2. That'll shut them off for a sec. It's a little weird. Sometimes you can't tell if you have the device in your hand or not. Let's see if that beaver dam is still hanging out here. We'll grab all that cementing paste. And we'll just empty out the dam altogether, so another one will spawn. Still some pretty bad actors around here. But we'll be quick. And these beavers are gonna come, so let's get out of here. Awesome. Grabbed it and go. And we're out. Okay. Just keeping an eye out for anything out of the water that's gonna hurt me. Or some pearls. Some pearls would be very nice. Alright. So let's see what the final tally is here. 2,500. Oh, that's 10. That is a lot of metal. 20,000. Guess I'm kind of full. That's okay. You will just throw it over there. How far did it go? That's pretty good. We may never need metal again. What we're really gonna need is to upgrade. Alright, so we have a lot of wood, thatch, some more levels in here. Alright, so let's see. Now we can really do some building. So we'll be able to build 82 roof, so that's a big chunk. We'll be able to get a nice, good start on the base and get some walls up, help protect us, and figure out the full dimensions. Probably start with maybe 3 high, and then put a nice roof on that, and that'll give us plenty of space to raise pretty much everything that we want to raise in there, except for maybe the Rexes. So, we might have to go higher than that. Maybe we'll go 6 high. But I think this little spot here is going to be our main crafting area. And then we'll have that area. So maybe we'll keep it base small at first. And then we'll expand. So we'll do this a little big, and then we'll be able to add on to it later. I think that's probably the way to go. You can have dinosaurs out breeding outside, and then we won't have to worry about the actual height and size of the base. That's another good day of work. Getting the inky, getting moved over here to our new spot, and getting just an absolute ton of metal. More to come. We also grabbed a nice blueprint, 1,200 wood. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need. Oh, we have quite a bit of wood here, so I think it's worth it to go ahead and make that. You've got the material. Oh, we are gonna need a lot of that metal cooked up first, and also a lot of fiber, which I think we have. So yep, just need that metal. And then that'll help us drop the next tames just that much quicker. And help us move on to the next stage and keep progressing. Eventually I want to have a huge base here with everything indoors, so we don't have to worry about any Rexes coming from down there. I've also saw some Astro Raptors over here, and I think I saw an RG, so we don't want them coming down bothering us. Bro, he was coming right at me, scared me for a second. And I haven't seen anything bad come from that direction, so I think we'll be all set if we can just get this done. Maybe we can take a small one and then just fence off that area, which, take a quick look here. Yeah, nothing's gonna come up that ridge, so we would only have to really gate off across there to there, and unless something fell off the mountain, we'd be okay. Interesting. But yeah, I think that would be the way to go. Just gate that area off, and I don't know, something could come up there and around, so we'll figure it out. We'll keep working, keep pondering, and it'll be a work in progress, and we'll keep doing that. So if you liked hanging out and chilling, please come back, and we'll have more work to do and continue progressing, continue taming, keep looking for a Dodic, and we need to get a frog and a beaver, and I don't know, maybe we don't. Maybe this guy did really well, so we'll see. But we'll keep progressing. These guys are so loud, rumbling and rumbling. But yeah, thanks for watching. I ask that you please like and subscribe, and if you need to ask any questions, go ahead and comment or check out my Discord, and I'll follow up and let you know, what I know. I just want to share my knowledge and share what's going on. All right, thanks for joining Speakeasy. We'll see you next time.